Hi there, how are you? My name is Taylor Morgan. I'm the owner of LocalDines.com and welcome to Tayste Local. So glad you could be here today. I am broadcasting, this is episode 2, broadcasting live from lockdown from my second bedroom where I don't have any furniture here and here because I was told to take out the clutter. However, do you want to check on the toilet paper issue? I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. So if you're keeping track, on Tuesday I had 5 rolls. Today I have 4 rolls. Let's see what happens next Tuesday when we come back for episode 3. It's day 41. I don't know if you can see that. That says day 41 of dine-in lockdown. It's the 41st day since March 20th when restaurants had to close. And this show is all about supporting local restaurants, specifically in South Florida. But, you know, I have friends who own restaurants all over the country, and I want to give them some love, too, because they deserve it. So I'm going to be reading a few things because, you know, on radio, you don't know this, but on radio, we read stuff and we have to make it sound like we're not reading, but this isn't radio. So, and I don't have a teleprompter, so I don't want to forget anything. So I have to read a few things, okay? While people are getting on. I see Mark Frangione. Hi, he's going to be a guest next week from Pelican Cafe. Can't wait. But I just want to let you know what this show is all about. It's not a restaurant review show. It's not a cooking show. It's not a commercial for restaurants. What it is a way for me to introduce you to the people who own local restaurants and get you to and give you the opportunity to get to know these people as people. Okay? So often we drive by or we walk by locally owned businesses and all we see is a sign or a storefront. But these businesses and these restaurants, they're all owned by people. People right here who live in our community, and I have to put my glasses back on, sorry. They live right here in our community. They work here, they play here, their kids go to school here. They put their heart and soul and their passion and their life savings into their restaurants or their businesses. And why do they do it? They do it to serve you. That is absolutely true. They're not making a ton of money. They're doing it because it's their passion, and they're doing it because they want to share their love of what they do well with you. So my job is to introduce you to local restaurant owners so you'll get to know them as people, and hopefully you'll visit their restaurant and eat their food. And because can you imagine a world where there's just big box stores and chain restaurants? We need the psycho music. I mean, can you imagine that? It's horrifying to me. So with this show, by being on the air and by giving restaurants free exposure, not only live, but also during the replay over and over again, it really does help them. So I want to be able to continue to do this, to continue to bring these live shows to you, but it does cost some money. It does take some time. And if it takes off and we get a lot of viewers, I'll be able to get sponsors. And I hope that happens. But right now, at the beginning, if you appreciate what we're trying to do, and if you get some enjoyment out of it during the next hour, if you're in the position to throw us a tip, that will help us to be able to help local restaurant owners. So we have 2 ways for you to be able to show your support if you are in the position to. Through Venmo, you can, our what do you call it? Venmo name is TM Show 2020. And through PayPal, we have a PayPal link. And Ruby, my great producer, is going to be putting that up during in the chat. You don't need to have a PayPal account to be able to throw us a tip on PayPal. It's paypal.me/TM Show 2020. And a portion of today's proceeds are going to be donated to Save PB Food, which is an effort put on by Crystal Ijito. She's helping to support local restaurants while feeding the front lines of workers at hospitals and fire departments and stuff like that. Ruby, I want you to fly in for a second just to say hi.
Hi, Taylor. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Ruby is my awesome producer that I stole from Jim Caruso up in New York. And she's making everything happen on the back end. So when I say that this money, you know, when we get tips, it helps to, you know, would never ask you to do all this work for free. So she gets paid, and you know, it's sort of a nice full circle. You're in Tennessee, just sitting there, you know.
Yeah, I usually live in New York full time, but I'm quarantining in Nashville with my family. And I always like to say, for all the shows that I produce, as far as tips go, you know, we're living in a really it's all uncharted territory for everybody. And, you know, we're missing out on so many things, live theater, going to the movie theater. So I've been encouraging everybody, you know, I mean, a little bit goes a really, really long way. So the money that you would maybe spend on a ticket to go to the movies or a popcorn or maybe a show at a local theater, donate it to your favorite live stream right now, because for the time being, this is the new medium. So this is
really
it.
is. And I want to say thank you so much to those of you who did tip on Tuesday. I really had no idea how it was going to go, and my heart goes out to you. I've already sent thank you notes to some, and I haven't done all yet, but we both truly appreciate it. Okay, we got a great show, and what we do is we have 3 restaurant owners on and a musical guest, and our musical guest today is going to be Ruby. No, Ruby was last week. This week, it's going to be Jill and Rich Switzer from the Morning Lounge on Legends Radio. They are wonderful. Can't wait for that. They're going to do a food song. We're going to have Annie Blake from Death or Glory on, and she's got one of her bartenders that's going to come on and do a boozy cocktail, and it's a boozy shake. So it's like comfort food in a glass, and she'll teach us how to do that. We're going to be talking to Maria and Kim over at Your Greek Cousin. They are wonderful. And my first guests, they started making pizza in a small shop on Clematis Street in 1996. But it wasn't just your average pepperoni or cheese pizza. No. At the time, their concept was very, very unique. And that was to have like imaginative combinations with fresh toppings. Like nobody was doing it back in 1996. They wanted to use a wide variety of ingredients and offer massive slices. And it was a major hit. And 3 years later, they moved across the street to where they still have a store on Clematis. Fast forward to 2017, they opened their second location in Palm Beach Gardens with a full bar and a full-service restaurant. And while that also all sounds like a great, massive success story, it was not without massive challenges. So while there were challenges, it's nothing like what's going on today with the coronavirus. And I'd like to introduce you right now to Phoebe Reckseit and Jennifer Morales-Reckseit, Pizza Girls. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi.
You have pants on?
I knew you were going to say something.
Jennifer.
Well, now that you gave our whole history, we're all done.
It is. It's not your history. It's your herstory. Exactly.
Yes,
What a beautiful home you have. Isn't it cool? Like with the way we're doing shows now, you can watch, look and see people's homes.
Yes, it's a lot of fun. And you have to make sure that you don't have clutter behind us.
You have, you've staged it beautifully. I don't know what's in front of you and on the side of you, but if it's anything like mine, it's a So let's go over some of the herstory before we talk about what the is going on, you know, in these times. 1996, you didn't start Pizza Girls where it is now on Clematis Street. You were actually next to the theater.
Yes.
And what was the name of it then?
Pizza, etc.
You were, that was you guys?
Home of the world's largest slice.
It was the world's largest slice.
Yeah, at the
I
time.
didn't realize Pizza Etc. was you.
Yeah, that was us.
And so how did Pizza Girls, the name, come about?
Well, one time we were on the turnpike.
You were going to say the toilet.
Away, and someone said, "Hey, I know you. You're the Pizza Girls." And it was just kind of, everybody referred to us that way, so we felt that that was a good transition to the next place, because the other name was just nothing memorable.
Yeah, it's like pizza and whatever the other stuff we have.
Yeah.
Well, Pizza Girls turned out to be, you know, you guys you're a legend in South Florida, and you did it by being innovative, doing something that nobody else was doing, which, I mean, I can't even believe it, but yes, back then it was like pepperoni or sausage or cheese and, you know, maybe some peppers and onions. But what was it that set you apart from what everything else was doing? What, you say you had imaginative slices. What does that mean?
So we put together toppings that you wouldn't normally find on a pizza that were really good combinations of different vegetables with different cheeses and or different meats and cheeses, and came up with these really cool pizza combinations.
And you traveled.
And then what we did, the thing that was different for us was that you could get that by the slice. So
Yeah.
just like New York, go in, say, oh, I'm going to pick that one, or let me try this one, heat them up and go. And most places, no one had that really.
No, they didn't. It was kind of like, you know, you do your own toppings at ice cream shops where, you know, you can go this and that. But you did it with pizza, and no one was doing it back then.
Yeah.
Now, you guys traveled extensively. You went over to Europe and you were like eating your way through Italy and
That was
stuff.
so fun. That was so much fun.
Where did you go? What was your favorite place?
It was a little village, and it was just several women making pizzas. And I'm not joking. That was the best pizza that we had in Italy.
And I can't remember. It was on the coast, and something a vecchia, Città de Vecchia, or something like that. And you had to walk up these
Civita Vecchia?
something like that.
That's
and
outside of Rome.
Stone steps in between narrow buildings, and just walked all the way up these steps. And then there was a little doorway, and you go in, and there's a pizzeria. It was crazy, and that was the most fun, that one.
When I was in Napoli, it's really weird because people in the United States do not know that when you order a pizza in Italy, you get, you know, like a good 12-inch pizza, but you eat it by yourself with a knife and a fork. That's how they do it in the old country. They don't do, you know, here's a slice, you know?
And we have on our wall mural,
Uh-huh.
this is New York style pizza. You do not use a knife and a fork.
I like big slices that goes, with the oily dripping down your arm stuff and the foldable. That's what I like. So when I first found you guys, I was like, oh my God, I'm in slice heaven. This is awesome. But you guys are like really creative. Like you came up with the tagline, have a slice day.
Because we have cheesy humor.
25 years we've been saying the stupid thing. But you know, what we figured out is when a customer is leaving the restaurant and then we say have a slice day, they're leaving with a giggle.
That's great. That's great. So you've watched so much happen down on Clematis since 1996, or 96 was the first place. 99 was when you moved across the street, but it was not the bustling thing it was when life was normal 40 days ago. Wait, 41 days ago. But you guys have had massive challenges, especially lately, because that section of Clematis where you and Sloan's and Tapeo are was ripped up for how many months?
It started right after Sunfest last year. And then it ended 2 days before Christmas. So it was blocked off, no one could drive down, and it was just dirt. I mean, people didn't want to grab a slice of pizza and have a little dirt as a topping.
It could have been a whole new thing. Have a dirty day. Have a dirty day. But that you guys are lucky now. Are you guys the same landlord as Tapeo?
No.
Okay. Well, they have a good landlord too. I don't know what your landlord did during when you guys were when it was under construction. You were still open, trying to make a buck. How much?
He took good care of us. He took good care of us, and
good.
Yeah, he did.
That's how we were able to still be here, is because he did take care of us. So it was really nice.
And the funny thing is, he was our landlord when the Burt Reynolds Theater was our landlord. He sold the Burt Reynolds Theater
Remember Brett?
Yes.
Burt Reynolds?
Yeah. The
So our
theater.
landlord owned that building, and we were part of the theater. That little pizza place was actually part of the theater. And then we moved across the street. He was our landlord. So he's been our landlord for 25 years.
That's great. And I read last week that he did something because of the coronavirus. He rolled back the clock to 1996.
Yes.
Tell us what happened.
So he offered to cut the rent back to what it was in the beginning, so that we could, make ends meet, because it's really been a challenge. We actually closed for about a week downtown because there was nobody walking around. Sloan's closed. Avocado Grill was shuttered up. Everybody is closed down there and boarded up, basically. And it was scary, But then the bills still were coming in.
Yeah.
And so we figured I'd rather make $200 or $400 than nothing. Because as that old disco song goes, 10% is something.
It's better than nothing.
Better than 100% of nothing at all.
Exactly. So is Clematis open now? I want to talk about PGA, but is Clematis open now for takeout?
Yes. Yeah, we're back open. We're back open 11 to 8. And unfortunately, there's no bars that are open, so we've lost that whole nightlife business.
Munchie crew. No Munchie crew.
Yeah. Right now would be Sunfest. Right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a major, major, major financial devastation loss.
And the boat show.
Yeah, and the boat show.
Yeah.
Ay. Well, in 2017, April, happy anniversary. You opened a PA location, and you actually, you did what business owners do. Can I tell them how you got the money to do it?
Sure.
You mortgaged your house, or put a second mortgage, however it is, on your house. And because you wanted a full, because it wasn't enough work on Clematis Street, you wanted to work all the time. And so it's got a bar, it's full service, you got a full menu. And out of that, this was kind of when the governor said on March 20th that, dine-in had to close. You guys really started to think out of the box right at the beginning, and you did something that I have not seen. I don't think I've seen anybody else do it. And it's your take-home pizza kit. Was that your idea, Jen?
Yes. It's a take-home pizza and cookie kit now. So we put a pizza dough and we put a cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough, or Reese's, and so they can make their pizza while the pizza's baking, get the cookie ready, and then put the cookie in the oven while they're eating.
Ruby, you want to show there's an ad that you guys are showing on Facebook, and what exactly it looks like in the box. There's the dough, there's the sauce, there's the cheese, there's a little bit of flour.
Yeah.
And something else, topping.
The cookie isn't in that one. We have another flyer that shows the cookie.
Well, hang on a second, because I'm really wicked cool. I have a picture of the cookie too, and Ruby's going to slide that in now because she's really wicked cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cookie.
Garlic rolls.
You got to supply your own ice cream, but you guys now put the cookie in, and oh my God, what a treat that is. Oh my God, we are at 19 minutes, and I have to watch my thing. It says out at 20. So this went really, really fast. You have gluten-free. You've got, your whole menu is online at pizzagirls.com. And before we say goodbye,
our pizza crust, which is very delicious.
Oh,
we have a lot of vegan food, vegetarian.
So I want people to go to your website. And what are your plans? Do you have any plans yet for reopening when that happens? Treasure Coast gets to open next week, but we're not.
Oh, I'm a little afraid.
We're taking one day at a time right now.
Yeah.
There's still shortages on hand sanitizer and infrared thermometers, for checking people's temperature. And I'm okay with people doing takeout and everyone wearing masks right now. I'm afraid for people to come in and sit and eat in a dining room without a mask. I'm just not comfortable with that yet.
Yeah, I hear you.
Scary.
And it's very scary. We don't know what's going to happen until it happens. If you guys could say one thing, you know, as small business owners who are now juggling two businesses going through this immense crisis, you could say one thing to your customers and my viewers about how important it is to support local, what would it be?
We really appreciate the customers' loyalty. They made a conscious effort to support us. They still are. And we really appreciate it.
And
It's very touching.
We're very grateful. I mean, there were some days when it brought us to tears.
Yeah.
You know, people would come in, oh, we're ordering a pizza again just to support you, even though we don't usually eat this much. And it's very touching. So everyone's support, we're supporting local as well. You know, we have to keep it going.
Well, you have a lot of fans. A lot of people have been saying, we love the pizza girls. We love the pizza girls. So you do have a lot of fans. You have a lot of history. I love you guys.
Thank you.
And again, it's pizzagirls.com. I'll have Ruby fly that up on the screen again so that people can find you on Facebook and find your find you online and find your menu and order, because restaurant owners, even though they look busy with takeout, these are the margins, right, girls?
Yeah,
right.
Especially delivery services. You know, we're all counting on these delivery dudes and Uber Eats and Grubhub and they take 30%.
My Liberta, I'm not sure if that's how you say it. My Libertà, it's up in, I don't know if you guys even know about it. They don't take anything. I'm going to hook you guys up. That's Paul Michael. Okay. Yeah. And they do all North County. So that's really
That'd be great, Taylor.
Thank you.
all right. Jennifer and Phoebe, thank you so much for being on Tayste Local.
Yay, thank you very much.
Mwah. Take care. All right. Boy, see, that seemed really short, but it was actually 15 minutes. So I am learning how to like move it along. There's a couple of news things though that I wanted to mention. Of course, I have 700 pieces of paper and, okay. I mentioned a few minutes ago that the Treasure Coast restaurants are going to be able to open on Monday, which is going to be really weird. We're going to see how that happens. And we're going to talk to some Treasure Coast restaurant owners next week to see how they're handling it. Newly open for takeout last week, Agora Mediterranean Kitchen in Northwood is now open for takeout. I think they're only doing weekends. Juno Beach Cafe reopened this week. Yay! For takeout. Everything's for takeout. Rocco's Tacos, they opened up in West Palm Beach, Boca, Fort Lauderdale. You old school people, do you remember No Anchovies? It's back. Frank Eucalito from Cafe Chardonnay brought back No Anchovies, and that opened this week. The Malted Barley in Juneau, they opened. Next week, we've got La Fogata in Mexican in Wellington opening just in time for Cinco de Mayo. Hurricane Cafe in Juneau is going to be reopening next week. This is all for takeout. And this was the what the hell is going on directly due to this coronavirus thing. 2J's filed for bankruptcy yesterday. 2J's. I worked at the very first 2J's in 1981 on the island of Palm Beach. And I'll tell you about how I learned how to package cheese someday. So that's the little update. Want to remind you that if you enjoy this show and you would like to help support local restaurants, we are asking you if you're not out of a job, if you're not on the wait list for unemployment, this show is supported by your generosity. And if you'd like to leave us a little tip, we have Venmo and we have PayPal, and Ruby is putting those links in our YouTube and our Facebook links on the side. So we appreciate any support you could get, until at which time that, hopefully we'll be able to grow an audience and then get actually paid sponsors. That would be really cool. All right, next up. And I apologize for reading stuff, but I don't want to miss anything. Plus I have so much fun writing these things. Oh, by the way, remember last week when somebody was knocking at the door? Do you remember that? It was a lot of people were asking me after the show, who was knocking at the door? While I was on camera, somebody was knocking at my door. I mean, this is lockdown. Nobody knocks on doors. It was the UPS guy delivering something that went to my old address 2 old addresses ago, and then my next old address, and then to this address. And I can't believe he actually left it and found me, and so that was all good. Even during the pandemic that we're all going through right now, if you drive down Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard past Chick-fil-A, you're still going to notice a line of cars around the block getting their food to go. So it's pretty much business as usual at the national chain. But right behind it in the same plaza is Your Greek Cousin, which opened a little bit over 4 years ago. So their prices are similar to Chick-fil-A, a little bit, a few dollars more, but everything is homemade, everything is fresh, and everything is made with love. This place is owned and operated by a local family who has a passion for food and a passion for the community. And this show is about supporting local, okay? Chick-fil-A is the 3rd largest fast food chain with almost 2,500 locations. Their revenue for 2019 was, hold on to your hat, $3.8 billion with a net profit of $670 million. So while I really do love their Crispy's chicken sandwich, yes, I do, Chick-fil-A's parent company does have the funds to help their franchisees during this time. No one's helping the little guys. No one's helping the little guys like Your Greek Cousin. There's no PPP money yet. They're right behind Chick-fil-A on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. No one's helping them, but you can. So that's why I'm having them on right now. I'd like to introduce you to Maria and Kim Philippou, owners of Your Greek Cousin. Hello. Hello, you guys.
Hi, how are you?
Good. There's Maria. Where's Kim?
He's coming.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm gonna
How are you, honey? How you making out?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there, girl.
Yeah.
I'm hanging
You
in
guys
there.
opened 4 years ago,
Yes.
and a little over 4 years ago. And if you detected, she has a South African accent. I love your accent, by the way.
Thank you.
So you guys are actually from South Africa and Cyprus, which is in the
Yes.
Mediterranean.
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been here?
So I've been here for 4.5 years. We started off December 2015, where we bought the restaurant. It was a deli,
Uh-huh.
an Italian deli, and then we switched it over into fast casual Greek dining.
Yeah. And
We introduced a lot of our family recipes. My husband's family as well, they love to cook. They're all cooks themselves, and we've taken a lot of the recipes and used them in the restaurant. My mom's recipes as well, especially her baklava, comes from Cyprus, the way she makes it. So we copied the recipes and we brought them here to the United States.
it's all about family, and that's, I mean, your
All
name.
about
Your name
Yep.
is all about family. Your Greek
Yep.
cousin.
Yes.
So you guys watched your mother and your aunt. Hey, Kim.
Hey, how are
She's
you?
married to the best guy ever.
Yeah, this crazy one.
Okay, so you're like smushed. Oh boy, I think I lost them. They're gonna have to log back in. Oh, the light went
Hi
out.
there,
The
sorry,
light
we
went
just got a call. Unfortunately,
on. Okay,
next
so
one calls.
you're gonna have to
I'm
go
not
like this
here.
to. Are you talking? Can you hear me?
Everyone can see.
Can you hear me?
Hang on, I'm flying in, Taylor.
Okay, Ruby's flying in. See, this is live, so there are sometimes
Maria, we can't hear.
mechanical issues.
Hang on, Maria, can you hear me?
No.
I can't hear anybody. Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna fly them out and then fly them back in, doing fun things on my end.
Fun. It's so much fun. Well, let me tell you, I found them because the local Dine's office used to be right across the street on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. And so I love Greek food anyway. And whenever I go to a Greek restaurant, my measurement of how good it is by their avgolemeno. Took me 5 years to figure out how to say that. That's the Greek lemon chicken soup. It's like a sort of like a creamy soup with rice and lemon and chicken. And it's one of my favorite soups in the world. But when I had it at your Greek cousin, there was like a special secret ingredient in it. But I want Maria to tell you what it was. But it was so good that I was working late one night in my office. It was so good that I called them up and I said, oh my God, do you put blah, blah, blah in your Greek lemon chicken soup? And she was like, yeah. And so she had me hooked. They have the best gyros. It's not gyro, people. It is not gyro. It's spelled G-Y-R-O. But you want to look like an American? Say gyro. It's gyro. Gyro.
I'm popping back in. I think we lost Maria. She's trying to log back in.
Okay, tell them to log in this way next time, so they're sideways.
Yes. So why don't we move on to Annie for right now?
We can do that. We can do that. We'll come back to Maria and Kim at your Greek cousin. See, this is what happens. We're live, and luckily, see, I could not. Can you imagine if that happened and I didn't have Ruby in the background? If I didn't have Ruby, I would, I not honestly don't know what I would do. So we're going to go to our next guest. And if you like to drink, you better just stick around because this is going to be a great segment for you. 3 years ago, on April 25th, 2017, the historic 1925 Falcon House was turned into one of the hippest joints in Delray, but because it's not on Atlantic Avenue, it's located just kind of set back off of Federal near Northeast 6th. But because it's not right on the beaten path on Atlantic, it might just drive right by it if somebody didn't already tell you what was going on inside. This place is cool. It's weird. It's unique. It's got history. It doesn't take itself seriously, except for when it comes to handcrafted cocktails and chef-driven, locally sourced food. It's called Death or Glory Bar, and it's run by Amy Harrison and Annie Blake, who are so creative, and they have put together a team of talented, creative people. And one of them is going to show us how to make today's lockdown libation, which is comfort food in a glass. It's a boozy milkshake. I can't wait for this. But first, let's meet Annie Blake, partner, co-owner of Death or Glory Bar. Annie, how are you?
Hi, Taylor. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, you know what? I feel so bad. I have not been to Death or Glory yet.
Shame on you.
I know. And all my friends have been there, and they're telling me this place is right up your alley because it's got history, and it's got this cool tiki thing going on outside. And so I'm glad that we can see. This looked like a chemistry set behind you.
We take ourselves pretty seriously around here, but we don't really take ourselves too seriously. So
I realized that. And what happened in when this whole thing went down, we're on day 41 right now, as you can see. When this whole thing went down, you guys were actually doing like something so creative. It was a pop-up. You were doing an 80s pop-up.
we were doing an 80s pop-up. It was pretty rad. We remade all the 80s cocktails and with fresh ingredients and all the things, and we had a really, really fun time with it. We've done some fun pop-ups, Halloween, Christmas, 80s, and then just our normal wacky tiki selves.
So you have this really, really cool venue. It's got so much history. And so like at Christmas, you do a Christmas pop-up. In February, it was supposed to last till the middle of March. You did this 80s pop-up and you put like 80s stuff all over the place. And you said 80s cocktails. I just want to reminisce for a moment. Singapore sling.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that in 1,000 years. Alabama slammer.
Our Alabama Slammer Rip was amazing. It was actually Alexandra's cocktail, and she could tell you more about it, but it had a blood orange ice cube in it. It was really, really good. They were really, really fun cocktails. I missed them.
My shot of choice back in the 80s was kamikazes. And you had kamikazes on the menu.
We did.
Man, those are good times. And those drinks are like full of sugar and stuff. So did you make them like, because everybody's health conscious these days. So do you take those like old kind of drinks and give them a new healthy spin, sort of?
Yeah, I mean, I think Alex can speak to that better than I can actually. But Alex, do you want to share with? We did though.
Sure. Yeah. We use fresh ingredients, front of the house and back of the house. Everything is fresh, squeezed, all juices and syrups as well. We use a higher quality sugar, so your sugar in the raw we'd use. And yeah, based on every single drink, we kind of approached it with different spirits that had higher quality, higher priced, and overall, we just put a lot more attention into it as far as the appearance as well. So it was definitely elevated.
You'll never find a bottle of sour mix in this place. I assure you that.
Thank God. One of the things that you guys do now on the inside, it's really cool. It's loungy and it's still got the red walls from way back in the day. Do you?
Our one room has the red walls, our Falcon room, which is our private dining room. Because it's an old house, every space in here, both inside and out, has almost its own little experience and feel. So our lounge is kind of different than our dining room, different from our tiki bar, different than our outside patio. So it's like 5 different restaurants in one sort of.
So cool. That's why everybody was telling me I would love this place because I love history. You got Prohibition stuff on the walls, and everybody knows that I love a good scorpion bowl. Now, you don't call them scorpion bowls. You call them communal cocktails. And sadly, I don't think they're going to have to, I don't know if you're going to make them exist coming out of this.
I think they'll come back eventually. I really do. And
yeah.
I mean, have so much booze, they got to kill everything, I think.
So tell me about, I mean, anybody up in Boston knows what a scorpion bowl is because every Chinese restaurant has these scorpion bowls or, or Polynesian restaurants have them. They're these big, huge drinks that have 900 types of liquors in them. And everybody gets these really big, long straws. And like 4 or 5 people will share this communal drink, or we call them scorpion bowls. So you guys, up until when life was normal, you guys had these, right?
Yeah, we did. We did a number of them. Some classic tiki drinks and some different fun vodka drinks even. We typically light them on fire. We do all kinds of fun stuff with them. Again, there's enough rum in those most of the time that I'm pretty sure it kills all the things.
This is true. Sign me up. I will. Oh my God. I really I miss going out drinking with people. I really do. Yeah.
Company there for sure.
So one of the things too, you're not just a bar. It's called Death and Glory Bar. It's really cool. It's so unique, but you've got really excellent, like elevated comfort food. And everywhere I look on Google and on your Facebook page and on your website, I'm seeing, are those chickpeas? Is that the chickpeas in the long thing?
Yeah, our chickpeas are wonderful. And they're
what is up with them? They don't look like roasted chick. They're like dipped in something. I don't have a picture of them, unfortunately. What's up with your chickpeas?
So the chickpeas are we call them Cheetos seasoned chickpeas. There's actually no cheese in them. They're vegan, but they taste like Cheetos seasoning. They're flash fried, and they're tossed in a mixture of, it has a little bit of nutritional yeast and onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and I think a little bit of cornstarch. And it just creates this sort of crunchy coating on them. They're absolutely addictive and really not bad for you either. And it's nice to eat something that's plant friendly.
Yes, absolutely. We do have something that's not plant friendly, and I'm going to ask Ruby to throw up the picture of your DOG burger.
Not bad, not plant. We do have a vegan one, however.
Forget that. I will show me the meat. Are you kidding me? Tell me about this. Tell me about this burger, because what you're doing right now is a lot of comfort food. Because we all need a lot of comfort right now. You're doing the Boozy shakes, which Alexandra is going to show us, but you kind of turned your place into a like elevated diner food kind of.
Yeah, we did.
So the concept is called quarantine in and out, right? So you can come in quickly, get it out, but the quality is never lowered by that. So the burger you're referring to is called the Triple DOG Dare You. So it is stacked high with 3 patties, coleslaw, onion rings, bacon, and cheddar cheese. And it is just amazing. It's wonderful. Our chef, Alex Sarlinga, has done such a great job just adapting with all of these changes so quickly. And we're actually really excited just to keep on offering new menus for the public. And everyone's loving it, because they get bored quickly. So we just got to keep up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is day 41. God.
No kidding.
It's weird. So when you guys reopen, before we get to the drink, you have plans of how this is going to happen, because the Treasure Coast is opening on Monday. Broward, Miami, and Palm Beach County are still closed for right now, so they can be the guinea pigs. Sorry, Treasure Coast. But like I said, you're kind of weird, and you're kind of unique, and you're kind of crazy. And Annie, you told me something that you're going to do that I should we tell, or somebody else might actually steal the idea from you of how you're going to do this social distancing with tables.
Sure, yeah, you can get them. So
he's gonna go get them.
We decided we might keep the takeout window for a little bit, but
Yeah.
allow people to sit outside and seat themselves. And so we were thinking, we don't want to take out all our tables because then it'll just look empty and kind of sad. So we thought people will want to sit next to people like they normally do. So we have our friends here who will sit at the tables next to you, so you don't feel like you're at a nice crowded restaurant. You can put a mask on him if it makes him feel more comfortable.
Oh, you guys are nuts. I love it. So instead of taking the tables out, they're just going to put blow-up dolls at the tables. So
There's a bunch of styles, too.
I heard aliens are immune to COVID-19. So, you're safe. If they breathe on you, it's okay.
Exactly right. They all have their antibody tests.
I love your creativity. I really, really do. The pop-up parties, the fact that, you switched gears midstream. You're doing this comfort food takeout thing.
Yeah.
And you do have a really big outside area where, because people might not feel comfortable coming inside when life is normal again.
We get that. We're just really excited to get back to it.
Me too. And I can't wait to get to our drink now. So one of the things on your to-go menu is the fact that, well, thank God that we can do, you can do booze to go. So you guys came up with the Boozy Milkshakes, because what is more comfort in a glass than a milkshake?
I know. I made
better to put booze in it.
A couple of weeks with how many of them I've been drinking. But what can you do? I guess we don't have to wear pants anymore because we don't have to leave the house, so it doesn't really
I am totally not wearing pants right now. So whose idea was this? Alexandra, yours?
Yeah, I always have had a guilty pleasure for frozen everything, frozen drinks galore. So when Chef came out with the gourmet sandwiches and burgers, what fits best than a milkshake? So in true Death or Glory fashion, we added our elevated spirits, our thoughts, and we really conceptualized some really delicious products that are single serving. And I'm telling you,
so good.
I'm so surprised that people will literally just come here just for milkshakes. They won't even get food sometimes. They're just stopping by for them. So we're all really, really happy and excited to continue.
Okay, so what are you going to make us today?
They're really good. They're really, really good.
And you're making one, right?
Yeah, so I'd love to show you guys. This is one of our specialties. It's called the Chocolate Daddy. So we're going to start with a little bit of Old Forester. This is a bourbon. You spoke earlier about Prohibition. This is from 1870. It's a bottled in bond. So it takes about 1.5 ounces there. Then we do cream de cacao, delicious cacao, vanilla notes. And then we're going to do
add some nice balance too.
Yeah, 7.5 of that.
I get to drink it afterwards.
Not fair.
And we speak about nostalgia.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is a little bit of Yoo-hoo. So we throw Yoo-hoo in there.
Oh, that is so nostalgia. Yeah, now you're going back to the 60s.
So a full ounce of Yoo-hoo. And then about 5 to 6 scoops of your favorite chocolate ice cream. I'm not
5
sure.
or 6 scoops in one drink?
Yeah. So this is a shaker, obviously, but if you wanted to use a blender at home, about 6 big scoops.
Wow. So
Fill it all the way
I
up.
forgot. There's no Weight Watchers points during coronavirus. It's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just limit to like 5 a week. Would be fine.
Oh, and you even got the old-fashioned milkshake blender with the old-fashioned cans. I used to own an ice cream shop, as a matter of fact, Sprinkles in Palm Beach.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, that reminds me of making milkshakes, and we used to, give the shake with the can. Remember going to old shake places, and they give you the can, and the can was cold. There was always like a lump of ice cream at the bottom of the can. Oh man, that looks really good.
Right in there, and then we're gonna top it with some whipped cream.
Because why not gild the lily?
You've got five scoops of ice cream in there. What the hell?
And then it kind of leans a little bit sometimes, but you just roll with it. And then we do fresh cacao nibs on top.
Oh.
And then what is a milkshake without a little cherry on top?
A little bourbon cherry right there.
A bourbon cherry?
Oh yeah.
Boozy cherry.
Yes. And there you go. We also, for the straw, we do a little, can you put that one on?
Yeah. So we give it to you nicely wrapped. So, obviously Alex is in gloves. When we're near anybody besides each other, we're also in masks, all the things.
So our to-go person will go ahead and tape a little strawed napkin on the side. So, and it does come with the top, so it is completely secure.
Enclosed. Well, nobody's going to make it home. They're going to drink. Oh, no, they're not. I was going to say they're going to drink it in their car. No, they're not. Mr.
What?
Oh, do that again. Drink that again, Annie.
Outrageous.
Did you get an ice cream headache?
Not with that. I'm losing it to get the temperature up.
Oh, that looks so amazing. Death or Glory Bar. It's the 1925 really cool house, indoor, outdoor. Hopefully, you'll have an alien sitting next to you when they reopen. It's nuts. Great chef-driven comfort food and cocktails, as you can see, by expert mixologists. Thank you so much for taking the time to wet our whistle. And there's the website. Go check them out on deathorglorybar.com. Check them out on Facebook. You guys are so creative, and you got the PPP money. Woo!
Now you always come see us.
That's great. Congratulations and hugs to Amy, and you guys are doing a terrific job. We will see you another 3 years from now and another 3 years after that.
I love that. Absolutely. Hope to see you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Taylor.
Take care. Death or Glory Bar is located 116 Northeast 6th Avenue, right off of Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Coolest place inside. And definitely, they're open for takeout, so you can definitely support them now. I wonder how they're gonna have a run on Boozy Milkshakes. They have all different kinds too. You can find the menu on their website and on their Facebook page, and so it's wonderful. My name is Taylor Morgan. You're watching Tayste Local, and we're a TV show or online streaming show about local restaurants, all about supporting local restaurants. Hopefully, we'll keep this up. After the coronavirus thing is gone, because local restaurants always need a platform, and we bring this to them as a free exposure to people who like to support local. We're going to go back right now to Kim and Maria from Your Greek Cousin. We lost them for a second, and you guys there? There she is. It's like deja vu all over again.
Sorry. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Somebody called and then that was it.
Oh, gee. Oh, you couldn't find your computer? You had to do it on your phone.
Yes.
Oh, now she's in the middle of moving. In this whole thing, there you are. You're going to have to stand really close to each other. There you go. Aw. You're in the middle of moving during this whole thing. So you're running the restaurant, trying to keep your head above water. and now you're moving, and oh my God, people, I was talking about earlier about the fact that, you know, this is all about supporting local. Right out, I mean, literally 100 steps from your restaurant is Chick-fil-A, and
Correct.
there's no shortage of people who are eating at Chick-fil-A, right? And we lost them again. We're gonna have to bring them back another time, I think. Oh, there they are.
Oh,
So I just want.
again, we can't hear you. What did they say?
Can you
Hold
not hear?
on, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
If we go long this time, it's not my
Seems like
fault.
nobody wants us to speak. No, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm bringing Taylor back in 1 second. Taylor, try now.
Check one, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There we go.
You can hear us? Okay. I was mentioning before that there's no shortage of, you know, people having food at Chick-fil-A, but right behind is a locally owned restaurant by local people who live here locally, who's doing fresh homemade food, you know, from recipes handed down from mothers and aunts. And right behind Chick-fil-A, who made $3.8 billion last year. And I love their chicken sandwiches, but we have to support local right now. We just have to. And that's what this show is all about. And you guys, when you guys were fixing the mic and stuff, I was telling them about the avgolem, no? Am I saying that right?
Correct.
That's
you got the pronunciation to the T.
I did? Oh,
Of
awesome.
course.
I was supposed to go to Greece in September, but I think that's now canceled, which really sucks.
To be honest, Taylor, I would tell you not to go.
Really?
Yeah.
In September?
You know why? You're going to
Why?
like it so much, you're not going to want to come back.
Well, hold on a second. I was in Greece last October, and you're absolutely right. We did
go.
Santorini.
Back, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But so I judge my Greek restaurants by that chicken lemon chicken soup. And I was saying that one night I was over across the street at our office on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. I was working late, and I ordered the Greek salad with chicken, which is massive, and the lemon chicken soup. And I called you, Maria, and I really didn't know you back then. And I said, there's a secret ingredient in this soup. Is that really in there? Do you want to tell people what it is? Just a little hint of
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
It makes the most amazing difference. I've never had lemon chicken soup with just a little touch of cinnamon.
Right. So we're from the island of Cyprus.
Is that from Cyprus?
The island of Cyprus, and there's a very strong cinnamon flavor on the island. I mean, I even incorporate it in my fry seasoning. So we have a lot of people that have the fries that have the cinnamon and a whole lot of other spices and herbs. A lot of people love it. There's a few that don't like it. But yeah, cinnamon is a little ingredient that very rarely used. People think that you can only use it for sweets and desserts.
It works, man. It really works. And you spoiled me from other restaurants because I'm like, where's the cinnamon? How come I not put cinnamon?
Yeah.
But speaking of fries, okay, so one of the my videographer that used to work for me, he's from Great Britain. So he was talking about gyros, and it's not gyros, it's gyros.
Gyro, yep. That's the one.
He was talking about where can I get a gyro with fries stuffed in it. I'm like, what the hell is that? So Ruby, could you please show the picture of the 3 gyros with the fries? Hello.
There we go.
Hello. What is this? What are we looking at?
So traditionally what happens is the gyros in Greece and Cyprus is like a late meal. So you go out, you get absolutely drunk, and then you want something greasy to eat. So what we've gone and done is just simplified everything. We put everything in a gyro. So you get your meat, you get your yogurt, then we put the fries in so it can absorb all the alcohol. And that's where that basically started and came from. So what we've gone and done is we call it the Almighty at your Greek cousin. But yeah, you put the fries inside and it just gives it a nice little a twist.
Well, just so you know, maybe they also do that in Cyprus, but here in the US, people like to get drunk and eat at 3 o'clock in the morning too. So maybe you should do a
Same thing.
24-hour kind of
Same
thing.
thing. Same thing.
I can't tell you how many times we did Denny's at 4 in the morning back in the
Right.
day.
Right. You need a big fry up at that time.
Oh my gosh. So that is amazing. That's the Almighty.
That's the Almighty at your Greek cousin, yeah.
Holy wow. Is it very, very popular even when people aren't hungover and drunk?
Oh,
and
yeah. So what we even have it as our Friday special. We call it Almighty Fridays. So you get $1.50 off your Almighty sandwich or your Almighty meal. And people are starting to really like it a lot.
And it's not just the Almighty. I mean, you guys have amazing salads and gyro platters, and everything is made right there from scratch. Oh, there's my favorite. There's my soup. There's my soup.
That's the soup. Correct.
And that's the little teeny side salad. But I
Yeah.
usually get the massive. There you go. There's the gyro platter with the side Greek salad.
Side salad and some rice.
And it's okay. Oh, the food is so good, and it's the type of place where you walk up and you order your food. It's fast casual, but it's all homemade. And then you sit down and they'll bring you your food. Back when life was normal,
Correct.
you would do these Greek dinners and there would be a belly dancer, and then Kim, you get out and you start doing the napkin thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
I just lose my head sometimes when the Greek music goes a little louder, and that's it. I don't know what happens after that.
It's so much fun. You have a beer and wine license too, so people can come.
Correct.
Oh, Diana said she just finished her falafel pita this afternoon. Yummy. Not greasy and
Awesome.
really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's great.
That's another very popular item, the falafel pitas.
Very popular.
Oh, I love falafel. And I love, I had a party, and before we went to Greece, we did the pre-party, and
Right.
you guys delivered us a platter of dolmades. Dolmades? How do I say? Am I saying that right?
You
Correct.
said it
Grape
right.
leaves, rolled
Yep.
grape leaves, hand rolled, big, huge, humongous, beautiful stuffed grape leaves, and everybody loved them.
Yeah.
So you guys are
Yeah,
just
that was one of the recipes handed down by the grandmother and all that. So we kind of snuck that one in.
Mhm.
And that's what it's all about. It's about bringing your culture and your family recipes into other people who just happen to love Greek food, who might not be Greek, or other people who are actually from Cyprus and from Greece who miss the real
Correct.
authentic food and
Correct.
and really supporting local. We are running a little long, and I still have another guest to get to, but can I ask you, as two local business owners who have gone through major challenges, I'm just going to mention that Maria, in 2018, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She beat it.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Beat it because of a team of doctors, because of support from the local community who came and helped support the restaurant while you were going through all this stuff. But tell people, like right now, all of the offices that help you, during the daytime, they're not open. The offices are at like 25% capacity, and these are the people that make up your lunch and dinner business. So for people who might be driving by Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard or want some really good Greek food from a local purveyor, a local company, a local family, what would you say to people to remind them to support local?
So what would I say to them? In what sense?
How important it is to support local right now, because I mean, are you going to make it out of this? That's the truth. Is some restaurants aren't going to make it out.
Yeah. So we are strong, believers, and we believe that God is first, and He will help us walk through this valley, because right now nobody knows what's going to happen. We're taking each day as it comes, one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But with perseverance and help from the community, it can be done, I believe. If we get the community to help local restaurants, not just us, every single local restaurant, it basically helps a lot of families.
Yeah.
It's not only the owners that you're helping, you're also helping their employees, and they've got families too. So you're helping a whole lot of people by just eating out and eating good local at good local restaurants.
Yeah. We really have to support local.
I'm gonna
Hey,
pause
Rube.
for 1 second. We're getting a couple questions. What are your hours for right now?
Okay, so right now it's Mondays to Fridays, 11 to 2 and 5 to 8 for right now.
And we can fly up the website where your menu is, and you're running a full menu, correct? You haven't done any, okay. And you also do catering, so you can make like big platters of things still.
We're doing the family platters for $45, and that includes rice, fries, pita, hummus, tzatziki, and 2 choices of meat: chicken, lamb, gyro meat, or falafel as your protein. So 2 of those, and that you can feed about 4 to 5 people. Our portions are quite large.
Yeah, they are.
So it's quite filling. So I would suggest doing the family platter if you're a family of 4. And if you want to have like a meeting of up to 10 people, as we're allowed now, only up to 10, we do have the $12.99 per person catering. And that includes a gyro or chicken, lamb or pork, and then a choice of rice or fries with a Greek salad.
And it's all delicious. And your Greek dressing is amazing. And when you go in, you're going to see like the mint leaves drying. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. We love you guys. I want people to go and support local. And give your crazy husband a kiss for me.
I will. I will.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Mwah. Maria and Kim from Your Greek Cousin. They're located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard in West Palm Beach. They're just behind Chick-fil-A, who is doing just fine. So we want you to go support their restaurant if you're in the area and you love great, healthy Greek food. All right. Before we go to the musical guests, just really quick, I just want to remind you that this show is brought to you by nobody. This is episode 2, and what I want to do is just help local restaurant owners by giving them free exposure on Facebook Live, on YouTube, and then a replay over and over and over again, and introducing not only the big guys. Like last week, I had Okeechobee Steakhouse on, Ralph Lewis. Everybody knows Okeechobee Steakhouse, and not only will the big guys get some exposure, but some of the little guys will too. And those are the hidden gems that, I heard about this place on Taylor's show or localdines.com, and I never would have known about it. That is so important to local restaurant owners. So by giving them this exposure, we really help them out. And I want to be able to continue to do this. So with your help, if you'd like to make a contribution through Venmo or PayPal to help keep us be able to stay on the air, because we really can't get sponsorships. I mean, paid sponsors until we get an audience. So hopefully you'll help us grow the audience, and if you could help us with a tip. If you're able, I know a lot of people are out of work, but if you're enjoying this and you understand the mission that we're behind, then the information is on the screen, and it's also down the side in the comments. And now, every week we have a musical guest, and again, I'm sorry I'm going a little long, but it ain't gonna be 2 hours this time. My musical guest for today, actually, they don't even need any introduction. They've been playing the Palm Beach circuit for over 25 years. You may have seen him at the Colony Hotel, or you remember maybe that they played at 264 The Grill back in the day on the island, or maybe the Pelican Cafe, or one of a dozen other places that they have played. They spend a lot of time mentoring young, talented musical artists. They've played with Ann Hampton Calloway, Bucky and John Pizzarelli, the 4 Freshmen, Mary Wilson of the Supremes, Nicholas King, and locally Avery Summers and Rob Russell. And if that weren't enough, They're up every morning doing their radio show weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. The Morning Lounge with Jill and Rich on Legends Radio 100.3. I love this station so much. They are Palm Beach musical royalty and keeping it in the restaurant theme. They're going to do a food song that was made famous by Nat King Cole. And here they are live from lockdown with Frim Fram sauce. It's Jill and Rich Switzer.
A song about food.
I don't want French fried potatoes, red ripe tomatoes. I'm never satisfied. I want the Frim Fram sauce with the Oz and Bay with Chihuahua on the side. I don't want pork chops and bacon. That won't awaken my appetite inside. I want the Frim Fram sauce with the Oz and Bay with Chihuahua on the side. Well, you know, girls, we've really got to eat. And you know we should eat right. 5 will get you 10. I'm gonna feed myself right tonight. I don't want fish cakes and rye bread. You heard what I said, waiter, please. I want my fried. I want the Frim Fram sauce with the Oz and Bay with Chihuahua on the side. Wish a father on the side.
Thank you. And all these people in our house, we had a party like 2 months ago, and they're still here. We can't get rid of them.
Next time I go to a restaurant,
Taylor.
Hello.
can you? Hi. Next time I go to a restaurant, I'm going to ask for the Frim Fram sauce with the what?
Chihuahua.
With the Chihuahua on the side, and they're going to go, huh?
Yeah.
Jill and Rich. So Jill, is this you've got the bow tie on, Rich, and you're wearing a gown? Is this how you quarantine?
These are my pajamas. I sleep in this. Yeah.
Well, first of all, Taylor, thank you for doing this for the local restaurants. You've always been a champion, and you are just an amazing on-air personality. And I love to see you in front of a camera because you're gorgeous. So let's get that out of the way. This needs to stay. Yes. And we're all dressed up because we're going to be doing our happy hour on Legends Radio at 5 o'clock every Thursday and Friday now. And we do the live Facebook thing from our living room. So
we got a head start today.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love your wallpaper. It's very flowery and stuff.
Thanks.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was going to mention that. So at 5 o'clock, you do happy hour live on the Legends Radio Facebook page. You're playing, you're singing. Famous people are like flying by, going, "Hey!" It's
whenever you show up, there's fame.
That's right. We got famous folks in the house. Yeah, no, it's fun. We're on Legends Radio 100.3 as well at 5 o'clock. So that's kind of a new thing we started with the whole, pandemic. Yeah. People are home. Wanting to feel connection and community, kind of like what you're doing with the restaurants and getting folks to know, like, we've got to support these local businesses.
Yeah.
We want our listeners to know we're here for you. We're live. We're local. We're experiencing the same things you are. Where the heck is the toilet paper? Why do people buy in bulk? Hello.
There it is.
There it is.
4 rolls left.
That'd be about an hour and a half around here. But that, never mind.
Oh, there you go. I really, really thank you for stopping by, for singing Frim Fram sauce. And again, weekday mornings between 6 and 9 a.m. on Legends Radio.
6 and 10, actually.
6 and 10.
Oh yeah, they work us.
They
to
work
death.
us like dogs over there.
Why did I think it was 9?
I don't know.
Do I just go away at 9 o'clock? Oh my gosh. Okay, 6 and 10, Legends Radio, where legendary music lives, and it's all great American songbook kind of, it's good music. It's music.
Thank you.
And one of these days I'm going to have, because you guys also do mentoring for young artists, and that I know is something that's really near and dear to your heart. And I'd love to have some of these young artists on.
Oh, in a minute. I'm telling you right now, they are so ready to do this. Taylor, you just let me know. I'll send you all the information.
Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. But okay, I know you guys got to get ready. Your gown is gorgeous.
Thank you. You know, I wore this for you, Taylor. This is from 2005, New Year's Eve. And that's you interviewed me for my first book, The Diva Next Door.
Yes, I did on our radio show.
So I was getting nostalgic, and I thought, oh, I'm going to put this gown on for Taylor.
Oh, he's going to play me out.
Yeah, I'll play you out.
I have to also say that you guys have been playing for over 25 years, which means you started when you were 3. And you are apparently taking the same vitamins as Bernadette Peters, who's also 22 years old. Really?
I could say the same about you, Taylor. I think it's, and you'll agree with me. I know you will. It's a good wine. And it is doing what you love for a living.
Great.
I think that is the key. I would say that is the fountain of youth.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's what we've all been doing for many, many years. Thank you so much. We're going a little long, and I know you guys know what it means to hit the post.
Yeah.
Jill and Rich, thank you so much. Legends Radio tomorrow morning. Actually, today at 5 o'clock. I've got this hair sticking out here. It's driving me nuts.
Honey, you look gorgeous.
On Facebook.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Take care. Take care. All right, that went by fast. And Joseph had a great idea. He said maybe when you're interviewing the owners, they should have deliver me like something to eat while I'm talking to them, and you can see the food, and I can have a free lunch. That would be really cool. Great idea. I'll think of that for next time. And that's it. Next week I'm going to be having, I don't know where my papers are at this point. Next week, I'm going to be having some of the restaurants from the Treasure Coast on, because they're allowed to open on Monday. So what's that going to look like? How are they going to do that? And so we'll talk to a few. And also I've been talking to Scott Freilich from Papachulo. We're scheduling him. We're scheduling Mark Frangione from Pelican Cafe. We're talking to Lisa Mercado from Ravish in Lantana, and Frank Eucalito. We're talking to Rocco Mangal from Rocco's Tacos. So we do have, a whole bunch of stuff coming up, and we're working it in, and hopefully you'll stay around and you'll support us and tell other people that they can, find out about great local restaurants and support them. Once again, thank you to Ruby. Can't do it without Ruby. No way, especially when there's glitches going on. She's making all the strings happen on the background. Ruby, fly in for a sec just to say hi and bye again.
Hi and bye.
I just want to say thank you so much. She's taking care of all the technical issues, and I know we went long again, but not as long as last time, right?
No, we're trimming it down.
Trimming it down. Well, it was because of tech. Once again, we really can't keep this going without the support of our viewers. If you like the concept, if you like to be able to support local businesses, we're giving them a free platform. You can help us bring that free platform by giving us a little tip. $5 is fine. They can be sent to Venmo or PayPal. The links are on the side. And we really, really appreciate it. I can't do it without Ruby. The restaurants can't do it without me. So we're all in this together. And if you're looking for a way to help, and you're just not, you don't have enough to actually support the restaurants yet, or you're kind of afraid to, maybe, this is a way to do that, so we can keep bringing this kind of a show to you live twice a week. That's it, I think. We're on Facebook and YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. You can watch the replay anytime. Please share it with your friends. I also break it down in segments on YouTube. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing and you just wanted to see the Death and Glory segment or whatever, we do that the day after the show. My name is Taylor Morgan. I am the owner of localdines.com. I thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your week. And until we eat again, stay safe, stay healthy, and support local.